it. So, as costs for everything from groceries to gas, I mean, they continue to go up. A lot of families in our state were feeling the pressure, right? And for so many, this is not just about making ends meet anymore. This is about trying to even get ahead without falling deeper into debt, which I know can feel really difficult. A personal finance expert, Jade Warshaw from the Ramsey Show, is joining us live this morning with some of these, Jade, simple, practical strategies to help us tackle our debt, stay on budget, and also stay the course. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm excited to chat with you. First up, I
Yeah,
want
thanks for
to
having me.
yeah, first up, I want to ask you, families, they are feeling so stuck right now. I mean, gas, now we have to allot more money for almost double for what we're used to paying. And so that hurts a lot as well. So, what would you tell families out there about where to start? What's that first step we should take?
Yeah, the first step is having a budget that actually works. A lot of people make a budget and they kind of set it and forget it and they never go back to it. And I say a good budget needs to be three things. It needs to be detailed, realistic, and flexible. It's detailed. That means you're putting everything on there that you could think to spend money on, everything from groceries to grandma's birthday. Of course, you're loading in all of your income coming in and you're making sure that they're realistic numbers. It's more expensive. So really saying, hey, grocery bill, I used to be able to pay $800 for groceries. Now it's $1,000. So making a realistic budget helps you stick to it, making sure that it's flexible. If something becomes more expensive, like say gas, I can pull from another category that's not as important and really make it balance out. Make sure that you're tracking your transactions daily. You can do that in my favorite budgeting app. It's called Every Dollar, but don't wait till you get to the end of the month because once you're in the red, there's nothing you can do to fix it at the end of the month.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and on that note here, I mean, what are the biggest budgeting mistakes you see people making?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is they're not realistic and they don't include everything. People budget for the things they know that are important. I budget for my car note, I budget for rent, I budget for daycare. But then everything else is just a free for all. The rest of the money left over is treat yourself. And I think that Americans need to do a zero-based budget, which means I budget every single dollar of my paycheck and I even plan for my fun spending. So I don't just say, oh, I've got $500 left. That's a free for all. No, I go through and I say, out of that $500, $100 is for Target, $50 is for kids' school lunch. And you really budget every single dollar so that you feel like you're in control of your money instead of your money controlling you.
Yeah, I love that idea because I think you're right. I hear so many people will make a budget for the bills, right? Just what they see, but not that other
Yeah,
spending. So when you come down to zero and you allot yourself, okay, here's my budget for fun, for my lattes, for my eating out, for whatever it is you want, that's included in everything. So you're getting the full picture. And so for
that's
so
right.
many people, they're living, paycheck to paycheck right now. It is really tough out there. What is that one change you would tell them to make today?
You really need to look and say, is the crunch that I'm feeling, is this a short-term problem or is this a long-term problem? Short-term means, hey, I just need to maybe pick up a small side hustle. Long-term means, hey, I've been in the red for a long time. It's been tight for a long time. That may mean I need bigger changes. Maybe I need to consider moving from an expensive apartment down to a one bedroom less expensive apartment. Maybe I need to move to a cheaper part of town. Maybe I need to consider a career path that earns more money, right? So the biggest thing you can do is figure out, is this short term or is this long term?
Yeah, very true. And that'll give you an idea of how you need to proceed, how to move forward. Okay, do I have to think of a career change where I have more, possibilities to increase
Yes.
that income or something else, So I think that's a great point. So I want to ask you this too, because so many people are falling into debt. Credit card debt is very high right now, but your living expenses are also getting higher. How do you prioritize debt when everything is so expensive right now?
Yeah, if you're really up against it with paycheck to paycheck living, you're really having a hard time making ends meet. I suggest focusing on your four walls. And this is for somebody who feels like I'm behind. I don't know if I can get my head above water. The number one thing you need to focus on is your rent and shelter. Pay that first. That's the first thing you need to pay, mortgage, rent, whatever your shelter is. After that, utilities. Make sure the heat and the AC stays on. After that, make sure you have food in the house. You got to eat. After that, transportation. And probably in a close fifth, for a lot of people, it's daycare. So those are the first 4 to 5 things that you need to focus on. And then after that, if there's more money, now we can start to add in those other priorities. But
Yeah.
trust me, Those four walls need to come first. It's going to give you a lot of peace and a lot of security.
Yeah, absolutely. The 4 to 5 walls and daycare. I mean, the fact that daycare is so expensive for so many people, it
Yes.
is just a whole other topic that we could talk about. It is insane. But what I do want to focus on here is that you are coming to the Valley next week. I want to briefly touch on that and what people can expect from the event and from you.
Yeah, next week we're going to be out there. We're going to be doing the Ramsey Show live. If you're familiar with the Ramsey Show, we do it on YouTube all the time, but we're going to be in your city April 21st. Yeah, at the Virginia G. Piper Repertory Theater. And when you come, I promise you, it is so much fun. We take live questions in the room. Nothing is off base. People leave that room feeling hope. They feel energized. But more importantly, we give them a 7-step plan called the baby steps that is going to help you know exactly where you need to start. You're going to be surrounded by people who are feeling the same things you're feeling, who have been in the same situations you've been in. And
Yeah.
there is just nothing that is better for the soul at a time like this than that type of community.
Well, I think you're right when you're around so many people, because sometimes your own network, right? They're not in the same space. They're not ready to make money changes, rather. And you're ready to do that when you're around other people who are. It gets you excited about it, and you're just in a good space to really kick things off. All right, Jade Warshaw, personal
Absolutely.
finance expert with the Ramsey Show. Thank you so much for being here this morning, and we're excited to have you next week.
My pleasure. Thank you, Allison.